We'll go first to Donna Kelce.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, it's your mom.
What's up, Mom? Glad you made it.
Yeah, I know. I actually made it at a disappointing Tampa game. This was an elation to see you get a touchdown in a playoff game. I mean, oh my gosh, how good did that feel? How good did that feel after all these years?
Oh, man. To finally throw a touchdown, like I used to tell my mom when I was like 5 years old, I was going to eventually throw a touchdown in the National Football League. I finally got it done. It only took me 9 years. That's a good question, though, Mom.
Yeah, that's awesome. It was so fun, and that's what makes sports so great, because you can be depressed in the morning and elated in the evening. So
there you go. Glad I could put a smile on your face. Love you, Mom.
Yeah, you too. Love you too.
She's the best, man.
Mama Kelce, after the divisional round, or no, wild card round. It was a wild card round. Went to see your brother Jason in Tampa play against the Buccaneers for the Eagles, and then came to Kansas City for the game that you guys played against. Who the hell was the 7th seed? They're forgettable. Who was the 7th seed this year? Who'd you beat in the wild card round?
That was the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It was the Steelers. Oh, I'd like to forget that one, because I don't know if I was drinking some of that tequila Emmitt Smith brought earlier. I actually thought the Steelers were going to win that game. I apologize.
Hey, man, it's any given Sunday, baby.
Well, because you know what? Early on, I'm thinking, I may be onto something here. Because, Steelers have that ugly way of keeping it close, get a defensive touchdown, but you guys snapped out. That's the thing. Once you guys snap out of it, you score 40 points.
Listen, we had a lot of fun in that game. A couple ups and downs, but so much fun nonetheless. And of course, my mom getting to see both me and my brother play in the playoffs in one day, making a legendary run that everybody could follow. I just want to say thanks to all the fans that were, tweeting her, messaging her on social media and all the platforms. You made her day.
You could hear it in her voice. It was just sheer joy. And I was reminded when we played the clip, we had some fun the day after that game, because you could get away with wearing the coat that you had on. I couldn't. That coat, to me, the first moment I saw it, I said, it looks like a bowl of cereal come to life.
I respect it.
Where do you keep that? Is that a coat you can only wear once? There it is. Can you only wear it once?
It's definitely one of those. I feel like it was so comfortable that I got to find another opportunity to throw it on, man. That was one of my favorite coats I've ever put together.
It looks great. It looks great.
Kid's super. That thing turned me into a superhero as soon as I threw it on my back.
Awesome. You wear it during a game. That would be even better. So I'm looking at your career. It's been incredible. 6 straight years with 1,000+ yards receiving. Tight ends aren't supposed to do that. And you've shown no sign whatsoever of slowing down.
I'm very fortunate. This is a physical game. To just be out there on the field for as long as I've been able to put together so far is it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing to be able to not only be out there, but to have the players that I've had around me to elevate my game, to make me better. And then on top of that, the coaches put me in positions to have success week in, week out. And I'm just extremely fortunate to be in a position that I am in Kansas City, and have had the run that I've had over the past couple of years.
And 4 years now with Patrick Mahomes as your starting quarterback, it really does seem like you guys are at the point where you have the shared brain, where he knows where you're going to be, you know when he's going to throw it, because with him you never know when it's coming out. But you guys seem to have that connection, and we saw it in the Buffalo game when you guys got to get in field goal range. You guys basically said, "Hey, this is what we're going to do," and it worked.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's a lot of hours, a lot of countless hours on the field, in the locker room, talking about football. And it's not just me; it's everybody. I know it's me and Pat have a fun relationship that the world gets to see us playing golf in the off season and having fun. But I think that it's not talked about how much the chemistry is just so great in Kansas City, from the defensive side to the offensive side. Everybody in the building loves coming into work, and it's because of the guys and girls that are in that building, making it fun.
You guys got the Super Bowl win 2 years ago in Miami. Great game, great comeback, exciting. Last year got to the Super Bowl. Obviously, it didn't work out. This year didn't get there. And I don't want to. I'm not here to stick a knife. I'm just curious. What hurts more, losing the game before the Super Bowl or losing the Super Bowl?
Losing the Super Bowl by far. I think getting there and losing it the way we did, that's gonna sting for the rest of my life. It is what it is, and it's just it's an unfortunate situation that we had against Cincinnati. I think that it's something to learn from. Hats off to them, but I really do feel like we needed to play better, including, I mean, I'll be the first one to say I needed to play better in that second half to close the game out, because we were definitely in a position to win it.
I remember talking to you in the 2020 season. There was a level of determination that you guys had. We're not losing anybody. I think that's what made the Super Bowl so stunning, because you guys had that vibe, you have the talent, and some days that's the thing about football. It's single elimination. It's not best of 7.
Nope.
You guys would probably win any best of 7 series that would be played, but when it's one game, the teams are close enough from a talent standpoint that all it takes is that one moment, that one bounce of the ball, that one bad call or good call, depending upon which team you are, and it can happen that way.
It can. I mean, it's any given Sunday for a reason. I mean, there's no bad team in the NFL. I don't care what the record says. I don't care who's coaching them, the players that they got. It's still the National Football League, and the way that football is shaped, man, that ball can bounce any which way at any given moment, and big plays can happen. And you just try and put yourself in the best position that you can week in, week out, to try and, keep making a run at the ultimate goal, which is the Super Bowl.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire was here a little while ago, and we were trying to make sense of how, because I think if you guys put it together for 4 quarters, you'd score 100 points. Right? Because you can score 28-1, and we see it. And it was 21-3 before anybody even settled in the AFC Championship. What happens when everything's going so well? What happens almost like in the blink of an eye to cause you guys kind of like to fall off the bike and can't get back on?
I mean, it's a mixture of things. It's not just one thing. I think that for me personally, I started to try and do things that were a little bit uncharacteristic in the second half, trying to make sure that we made that extra play that I did. I tried to elaborate a little bit too much on some things. And it's just, it messes with the flow of the offense. It messes with the flow of the team. And it's definitely something to learn from, and it's another one of those heartbreaking losses that you just gotta figure out how to not put yourself in that position next time.
There's a lot of talk about Aaron Rodgers possibly playing for the Broncos. What do you think about having to deal with him twice a year, Justin Herbert twice a year? You guys got a pretty good division already. Is your attitude, bring it on, let's have the competition?
Oh, man, are you kidding me? That'd be a blast. We get to play 2 of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League, 3 of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League week in, week out. In the division, I think that it's something that I definitely would enjoy, because that means we got to put up points. So we got our foot on the pedal, knowing that the quarterback on the other side of the ball is capable of putting up points just like we are.
Travis is here today thanks to the folks at Courtyard by Marriott. Tell us what you have going on with them.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I wish I was playing in the game, but I'm here on behalf of Courtyard by Marriott, the official hotel of the NFL, and to showcase their Super Bowl sleepover contest. They turned one of the suites in SoFi Stadium into a hotel room, a Courtyard hotel room, and a super fan will be able to wake up Super Bowl Sunday as the first one in the building, ready to rock and roll, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience you only get with Courtyard.
Who are you pulling for Sunday?
Man, that's the big question. I'll tell you what, man, I'm getting tugged both ways. I absolutely love the Rams and the players that they got, the star-studded defense, the great weapons that they have on offense, and then on top of that, Cincinnati. Not only do they have the great players on offense and a defense that plays extremely well together, I got ties back at Cincinnati. Going to University of Cincinnati, being a Bearcat, I got a lot of friends that are pulling for the Bengals, and I'm right in between right now. I'm just hoping that it's a great game, man.
Number one thing that's got to happen for you to not be here next year, but at practice or with the team 2 days before the Super Bowl next year? What's the number one thing that's got to happen?
The number one thing, we just got to rebuild, man. We just got to rebuild. Every single year you got to rebuild the team, and that's the fun part of training camp and the offseason, is you get to mold everybody and find that chemistry and find the juice that'll take you through a 17 to 20 game season.
Well, with 15-87, Chiefs are always going to have a chance, right? That gives you an extra. Knowing that you've got, look, Patrick, and I'll include you, but just having Patrick is always going to give you a chance.
You get 1-5 back there slinging the rock, you got a chance.
All right. Well, we hope we won't see you in person next year, although we'll settle for it if we get to talk to you again. There he is, Travis Kelce.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.